Islamic greetings, Moors. Welcome back to another episode of Pardon the Interjection. I am your host, Supreme L. I would love to give high and extremely high honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali and all the active Moors. Stay active, baby. Stay active. Here on Partner Interjection, we dig up information to divulge to the people in the upliftment of fallen humanity. Today we have a very special show and guest for us that will be coming up shortly. But first, I would love to do what we do first. And that's the divine warning by the Prophet. The citizens of all free national governments, according to their national constitution, are all of one family bearing one free national name. Those who fail to recognize the free national name of their constitutional government are classed as undesirables and are subject to all inferior names and abuses and mistreatments that the citizens care to bestow upon them. And it is a sin for any group of people to violate the national constitutional laws of a free national government and cling to the names and the principles that delude to slavery. I, the Prophet, was prepared by the great God Allah to warn my people to repent from their sinful ways and go back to that state of mind, to their forefathers, divine and national principles, that they will be law abiders and receive their divine right as citizens, according to the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. They are to claim their own free national name and religion. There is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government and of the earth, and it comes only through the connection of the Moorish Divine National Movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all other nations of the world. And through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights, unmolested by other citizens, that they can cast a free national ballot at the polls under the free national constitution of the state's government and not under a granted privilege, as has been the existing condition for many generations. You who doubt whether I, the Prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know law in the city hall and among the officials in your government and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply. For they are glad to see me bring you out of darkness into light. Money does not make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man and a nation. The wealth of all national governments, gold and silver, and commerce belong to the citizens alone. And without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. And I am hereby calling on all true citizens that stand for a national free government and the enforcement of the Constitution to help me in my great missionary work, because I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. Help me to save my people who have fallen from the constitutional laws of government. I am depending on your support to get them back to the constitutional fold again, that they will learn to love instead of hate and will live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, supporting our free national constitution of the United States of America. From Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Peace and blessings be upon him. And we continue with our guest coming up shortly, which is good sister. Good sister. And it's going to be a special show today. And we shall get her on the line here shortly. Islam family, we have on the phone out there in the land, Sister Rece L. How you doing, sister?
I'm good, peace family.
All right. It's always an honor and a blessing to have you on this show, sister.
Thank you for having me.
How are we doing this morning light?
I'm doing real good. Can't complain, you know?
All right. So I was telling the family we have a special show. We want to go into today about I guess overall family. I don't want to just limit it to just one. I think I was making a mistake by just limiting it to just one. And I was going to say mother, but I should say family. We're going to be going into the Circle 7 Quran, right?
Yeah.
And just do what you do, sis.
You're going to open it up with chapter 12?
Yes.
With the Circle 7 Quran, where Jesus teaches the common people at spring, tells them how to obtain eternal happiness. Are we going to go through the whole thing?
We can go ahead and start.
Alright, so the first verse. In silent meditation, Jesus sat beside a flowing spring. It was a holy day, and many people of the servant caste were near the place. And Jesus saw the hard-drawn lines of toil on every brow and every hand. There was no look of joy in any face. Not one of all the group could think of anything but toil. And Jesus spoke to one and said, "Why are you all so sad? Have you no happiness in life?" The man replied, "We scarcely know the meaning of thy words. We toil to live and hope for nothing else but toil. And bless the day when we can cease our toil and lay down and rest in Buddha's city of the dead." And you should, excuse me. I always change the name from Jesus to Yeshua when I'm reading.
Pardon the interjection. Feel free to do so, sis, if you like, as I do the same.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. I don't feel too crazy there.
No, not at all. Please, if you feel free to.
All right. To interchange? Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And Yeshua's heart was stirred with pity and with love for these poor toilers, and he says, "Toil should not make a person sad. Men should be happiest when they toil. When hope and love are back of toil, then all life is filled with joy and peace, and this is heaven. Do you not know what such a heaven is for you?" The man replied, "Oh heaven, we have heard, but when it is so far away, we must live so many lives before we reach that place." And Yeshua said, "My brother man, your thoughts are wrong. Your heaven is not far away, and it is not a place of nets and bounds. It's not a country to be reached. It is a state of mind. Allah never made a heaven for a man. Allah never made a heaven for man. He never made a hell. We are creators and make our own. Now cease to seek for heaven in the sky. Just open up the windows of your heart, and like a flood of light, a heaven will come and bring a boundless joy. Then the toil will be no cruel task. The people were amazed and gathered close to hear the strange young master speak, imploring him to tell them more about the Father God Allah, about the heaven that men can make on earth, about the boundless joy. And Yeshua spake a parable and said, a certain man possessed a field. The soil was hard and poor. By constant toil, he scarcely could provide food to keep his family from want. One day, a miner who could see beneath the soil is passing on his way, saw this poor man in his unfruitful field. He called the weary toiler and said, brother, know you not that just below the surface of your barren field, rich treasures lie concealed? You plow and sow and reap in scanty ways, and day by day you set upon a mine of gold and precious stones. This wealth lies not upon the surface of the ground, but if you will dig away the rocky soil and delve down deep into the earth, you need no longer till the soil for naught. The man believes, the miner surely knows, and I will find the treasures hidden in my field. And when he dug away the rocky soil and deep down in the earth, he found a mine of gold. And Yeshua said, the sons of men are toiling hard on desert plains, burning sands and rocky soils. Are what their fathers did, not dreaming they can do aught else? Behold, the master comes and tells them a hidden love, that underneath the rocky soil of carnal things are treasures that no man can count. That in the heart the richest gems abound, that he who wills may open the door and find them all. And then the people said, make known to us the way that we may find the wealth that lies within the heart. And Yeshua opened up the way. The toilers saw another side of life, and toil became a joy.
Really, really good, really good. Now, really good. So what I want to do now is I want to go back before we move a little further. I want to go back and go to a couple verses, if you don't mind, and ask you, can you break that down a little bit, if it's possible? I really want to start with 6. Toil should not make a person sad. Man should be happiest when they toil. When hope and love are back of toil, then all of life is filled with joy and peace. And this is heaven. Do you not know that such a heaven is for you? And then to I guess we'll put them together, 7, 6, and 7. The man replied, O heaven, we have heard, but then it is so far away, and we must live so many lives before we can reach that place. Now,
you gonna go into 8 as well, or
we can go right there. Well, let's go to 8 then. Let's put that Trinity together, and hear what Yahshua say again. And Yahshua said, my brother, man, your thoughts are wrong. Your heaven is not far away, and it is not a place of mentis and bounds. It is not, or what has it here is, pardon me, it is not a country to be reached. It is a state of mind. Now break that.
Everything that you wanted me to sum up between 6 and 8 is right there in that last statement. It is a state of mind.
It's a state of mind.
It is a state of mind. It's something that, when it comes to creating your reality, it's your thoughts. It's right. What you manifest.
Right.
It's the energy you gravitate to you, and you bring with you, that affects others.
Right.
And so when it comes to the toil is work, right?
Right. It's just work.
You ever hear what you say, do what you love, and then it does not work?
Right. Right.
It's the same concept being made here. Hell is what you make it, and so is heaven.
So in actuality, pardon the interjection. So in actuality, you really you can live your hell. Like if
you can live your hell,
you can actually
people are doing that right now.
Right, and then you can actually live your heaven.
Mm-hmm.
If you
contrast in life, like just looking at all these celebrities, people are wondering like how they have life so easy, they don't deserve it.
Right.
How they got this, you know what I mean?
Right.
The energy, law of attraction, what's on their mind, what is it that they feel is possible in their life?
Right.
For the opportunities to come and arise and give them, those doorways to open up different channels for their life. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's all a state of mind.
And that's really good. That's really good, sis. Perfect. And that just ties us back to knowing thyself. Really, if you really look at it, knowing thyself.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about
going into 21? I'm gonna go speak about the marriage instructions, and I'm going to go into that.
Yes.
You want to read that?
Yes, please. We can. I can start, and like I say, if you want to start, I'll start, or you can start. I can start. But it's about you, mother. You can go ahead and start, and I'll just have some questions about the verses to go into.
All right.
But I do want to say, pardon the interjection, I do want to say that how we're going to show how happiness first begins with you, and if you have inner happiness or eternal happiness or inner peace, it's going to be tied into 21 into the marriage. Please feel free whenever you're ready, sis.
Chapter 21, marriage instructions for men and wife from the noble prophet. Give ear, fair daughter of love, to the instructions of prudence, and let the precepts of truth sink deep in thy heart. So shall the charms of thy mind add luster to the elegance of thy form, and thy beauty, like the rose it resembleth, shall retain its sweetness when its bloom is withered. In the spring of thy youth, in the morning of thy days, when the eyes of men gaze on thee with delight, and nature whispers in thine ear the meaning of their look. Hear this caution, this seducing words. Guard well thy heart, nor listen to thy soft persuasions. Remember thou art made men's reasonable companion, not the slave of his passion. The end of thy being is not merely to gratify his least desire, but to assist him in the toils of life, to soothe his heart with thy tenderness, and recompense his care with soft endearment. Who is she that winneth the heart of man, that subdueth him to love, and reigneth in his flesh? Lo, yonder she walketh in maiden sweetness, with innocence in her mind and modesty on her feet. Her hand seeketh employment, her feet delighteth not in gaddying abroad. He is clothed with neatness, he is fed with temperance, humility, and meekness are as a crown of glory circling her head. On her tongue dwelleth music, the sweetness of honey flows from her lips. Decency is in all her words. answers are mildness and truth. Submission and obedience are the lessons of her life, and peace and happiness are her reward. Before her steps walketh prudence, virtue, attendance at her right hand. Her eye seeketh softness and love, but discretion with a scripture sitting on her brow. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, scepter. No. Yeah, continue. No, continue.
Alright. The tongue of the licentious is dumb in her presence. The awe of her virtue keepeth him silent. When scandal is busy, the fame of her neighbors is tossed from tongue to tongue. If charity and good nature open not her mouth, the finger of silence is on her lips. Her breast is the mansion of goodness, and therefore she suspecteth no evil of others. Happy were the man that should make her his wife. Happy the child that should call her mother. She presideth in the house, and there is peace. She commandeth with judgment and is obeyed. She ariseth in the morning. She considers her affairs and appointeth to every one their proper business. The care of her family is her whole delight. To that alone she applieth her study, and elegance with frugality is seen in her mansion. The prudence of her management is an honor to her husband. He heareth her praise with a secret delight. He informeth the minds of her children with wisdom. She fashioneth their manners from the examples of her own goodness. The words of her mouth is the law of their use. The motion of her eyes commandeth their obedience. He speaketh, and the servants fly. He pointeth, and the thing is done. For the law is love, is in their heart, and their kindness addeth wing to their feet. In prosperity she is not puffed up. In adversity she healeth the wounds of fortune with patience. The troubles of her husband are alleviated by her counsels and sweetened by her endearments. He putteth his heart in her bosom and receiveth comfort. Happy is the man that made her his wife. Happy the child that called her mother.
All right, now that was really, really good. Now, I do want to go back up to, that was really good, sis. It's long. I want to go to, verse 2. Verse 2. No, pardon me. Verse 3. Remember thou art man's reasonable companion. And this is, I guess, projecting to the sister, right? Remember thou art made man's reasonable companion, not the slave of his passion. The end of thy being is not merely to gratify his loose desire, but to assist him in the toils of life, to soothe his heart with thy tenderness and recompense his care with soft endearments. Now,
and you can even go a little bit further down, like I was as I was reading, I was paying attention to number 9.
Number 9,
Just bringing up the fact that we're in the year 9, Gregorian.
Right, correct.
And there's a lot of different
Can I read?
A lot of different things being brought to the surface. I guess like you can say crowning, like in a birth.
Right.
It could be the crowning period for a lot of things.
Right.
Just going on a universal scale.
Right.
But looking at the verse of 9, it says, submission and obedience are the lessons of their life, and peace and happiness are her reward.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of, I don't know why, but it was speaking out to me.
Right.
I can only speak personally, but I feel like I've always battled with this. You know, that whole submission thing, the obedience. It's kind of like, who do I have to be obedient to? What is that? You know, but it goes. The more that I think about the things that mother has gone through,
Right.
you know, on multiple scales, multiple levels, you know, I'm speaking like metaphysically, you know, there's a lot that mother has gone through and still goes through, you know,
Right.
and a lot of that has to do with all the power that we hold. Like, there's a responsibility when you have power.
Right.
You know, they say, to whom much is given, much is required, right?
That's right. That's right.
When you apply that to mother, it's like, wow, like, you understand why it's so serious and so critical for females to get this, you know, this information, this more science, this knowledge, this history, you know, this inheritance, you know.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Exactly. Right.
It becomes. It's like
I like to touch on 18.
18.
Yes, of the same chapter.
The care of her family is her whole delight, and that alone she applieth her study and elegance with frugality and scheme in her mansion.
Yes.
Scheme in her mansion.
Right.
Yeah.
The care of her family is her whole delight.
Mm-hmm.
Just that one part right there speaks volumes.
I mean, of course, the first. How does the principle apply when it comes to society?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first is like you determine the rules of society by the rules of the family.
Right.
And the one who rules the family is the mother.
Right. That's right.
You know, it all goes back to her. She's the first schoolroom, you know.
Right.
As Roz would always say, it's true. It's very true when it comes to the females critically needing this in their life, you know, and absorbing it.
Right.
Understanding how
So
we're the cause of humanity.
Right. So partner interjection.
You know?
Right, partner interjection says so in this statement, can you find truth? I had said even on the media I had even put up there, a man cannot raise a child. A man can take care of a child, a man can protect a child. But only a woman, mother, can raise a child. Is there truth there coming from mother?
There's definite truth there.
Okay.
You know, I mean, like just on the scientific scale, right?
Right.
Females are the nurturers.
Correct.
We produce the babies. We give off the milk. You know, we're developing the temple with no tools.
Right. And look, I ain't sucking on no man nipple. You got No, I'm just Daddy ain't say I suck. Like Pops didn't say I was sucking on his nipple, but no, okay. But no, I wanna go into 24 because we have some time, so I may wanna after this verse right here, I may want to jump down to chapter 22 because it says the duty of the husband, and that's cool if we can get into that. If not, we can do that and save that for another show.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to touch on that too.
Yes, because it follows right in line. The prophet was right on. Peace and blessings to Prophet Noble Drew Ali, for the record. Yes, 24 is really, really, really a good one. The troubles of her husband are alleviated by her counsels and sweetened by her endearments. He putteth his heart in her bosom and receiveth comfort.
So what is that saying to you?
It's saying that if man has troubles, it all goes away by her counseling him or coming to him, and is sweetened by her endearments, her enchantments, her affection. And he putteth his heart in her bosom. He put his love and trust into her, and he received comfort from her, a surety.
I feel like you just reading it back to me, not really telling me what.
Well, I mean, I'm giving you my my breakdown on it. Yes, I think the problems or the worries of the man, he should be able to go to her, and it'll be alleviated by her, just being there for him and comforting him and giving him sweet, they call it nothings, you know what I'm saying, and enchantments, and talking to him saying, it'll be okay, baby, don't worry, we're gonna get through this, just trust in me. And
you think it's just saying that you're supposed to say,
well, not just
the sweet stuff,
not just say it though, no, not just say it, but in all actuality, do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's
in
like,
action.
That's basically what it's saying. It's saying, you're supposed to be able to go to your female and be alleviated. To alleviate is to lighten.
Right.
Right. to lessen the burden.
Right. Correct.
By being able to communicate with her and she absorbing what you're going through. And she's able to bring in some form of solution, because to alleviate something means you're solving it.
Right.
So you're supposed to be able to do that with your female, but we don't see that too often nowadays.
Right.
So broken and so divided within the family due to numerous causes. The man being colonial research and
right. That's right.
And reconstruction of history, but there's a family tie that's sacred and isn't practiced anymore, and we do need to get that back. Like the mothers with their sons, because it's an unnecessary battle that we have with each other.
Right.
And speaking of like the battle of the sexes and stuff like that, there's no battle. There really isn't. You can't battle with mama, first off.
Right. No.
You can't. So it's like, why?
Right.
Why should you?
That's true.
There's no love like a mother's love.
Right, and I dig that, and I dig that, and I found that out firsthand. So yes, that is true. You can't battle mama. It's just not right. It's just.
Doesn't matter who you look at in your life.
You say big man. Right. You say.
You just don't. You don't mess with the energy, that elder energy.
That's right.
The one that will put you in your place because he loves you that much.
Right.
Not seem to mess up.
Right.
Right. You don't have that structure in family anymore.
Right.
Rarely.
Right.
Very rarely it's there, but it's not it's not practiced on a massive scale, and we definitely need to get that bond back.
Right.
Definitely, it would truly enhance the overall trust that more should have for each other across the board. However, we gotta get there, I suppose.
Yeah, we will, sis. And it's because a lot of us are waking up. A lot more of us are waking up day by day. So we'll get there. We gonna get there, and it's quick too. Right. They're waking up quick. But I know. Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
No, I know. I wanted to get into the duty of the husband. But
right. I was gonna ask you want to read that one?
Well, let's see, because I want to check the time here. But let's just do it. Chapter 22: The duty of a husband. Take unto thyself a wife, and obey the ordinance of Allah. Take unto thyself a wife, and become a faithful member of society. But examine with care, and fix not suddenly. On that present choice depends thy future happiness. If much of her time is destroyed in dress and ornaments, if she is enamored with her own beauty and delighted with her own praise, if she laugheth much and talketh loud, if her foot abideth not in her father's house, and her eyes with boldness rove on the faces of men, though her beauty were as the sun in the firmament of heaven, turn thy face from her charms, turn thy feet from her path, and suffer not thy soul to be ensnared by the allurements of imagination. But when thou findest sensibility of heart, joined with softness of manners, and accomplished mind, with a form agreeable to thy fancy, take her home to thy house. She is worthy to be thy friend, thy companion in life, the wife of thy bosom. O cherish her as a blessing. Partner interjection. We say blessing, not a blessing. But we're going to say blessing, but we mean blessing. So just partner interjection. Sent to thee from heaven. Let the kindness of thy behavior endear thee to her heart. She is the mistress of thy house. Treat her therefore with respect, that thy servant may obey her. Oppose Islam. Go ahead. You pardon the interjection. You can go ahead and you want to entertain that. You can just tell me the.
No, that was just like like a hallelujah moment, I'll continue. I'll get into it after you finish. I'm so sorry to interject.
You just reminded me of the you remember the old show with Sherman Hemsley when it first come on, Amen. That's like, okay, no, we're gonna get back to the show. No, okay, but no, number 7. Okay, and we continue. Oppose not her inclination without cause. She is the partner of thy cares. Make her also the companion of thy pleasures. Reprove her faults with gentleness. Exact not her obedience with rigor. Trust thy secrets in her breast. Her counsels are sincere, though sought not be deceived. Be faithful to her bed, for she is mother of thy children. When pain and sickness assault her, let thy tenderness soothe her affection. A look from thee of pity and love shall alleviate her grief, or instigate her pain and be of more avail than 10 physicians. Consider the tenderness of her sex. Wow. Pardon the interjection. I want to go back on that. Consider the Pardon the interjection, family. We go number 12. Consider the tenderness of her sex. the delicacy of her frame, and be not severe to her weakness, but remember thine own imperfections. So, did you hear one that you want to go back on, sis?
Okay, well, first I just want to clear up number 12 because
right. Please do, please.
You were blown away with that one.
No.
Because sex is regarding her gender.
Exactly.
And you can go another level with this. I'm not going to deny that.
Yes. This is a family show. What
I definitely did want to go into regarding, how you treat it. Like the prophet, he compiled, the best of the best to really hold down the family within the circle setting. Like it's really an all inclusive critique about life.
I agree, sis. Pardon me. I agree, and you are right. I think you should.
Cujo's calling me.
Oh, you called Cujo? Oh, we got Cujo on the line. This is yes. Tell him if you can get it on. Pardon. Okay, pardon me, fam. We may have Big Brother Cujo up top on the line. He is currently calling the sister right now, so we want to take a short little break if we can. But if not, we just go.
I'm with Supreme right now, and we're doing the show.
We just go.
Keep you on the line, so I hope you're not.
So he's on there. He's there. That's my brother. My brother can hear us. Oh, Islam. It's like a fresh rush of air in the morning. How you doing, big bro? Haven't talked to you in a minute, Chef. I need to come and get a couple orders from you. Okay, I know that's right. So how you doing this morning, big bro? I needed to talk to you. I was gonna call you last night, but I got me daddy daycare, and I just got tired of I got tired of with the babies. Okay. Okay, well then look, we're gonna finish this up. What's your day looking like?
I'm supposed to play on Friday probably about 10:30 or something. I should be back.
Okay.
Something like that.
Or 6. Okay. Well then, we're gonna finish this up, but then I guess later on I'll get you in the seat. Okay, you live, baby, so you gonna be on. So you live and direct right now. There you go. Peace and love, big bro. That's my big brother, Cujo Adruel. All right, peace. Yes. It's always family. It's always a blessing to have Big Brother Cujo Adruel from Canaan Land Moors up top. Always visiting. Yes. So it's a unity. It's definitely unity out there. For all those who don't think that we're unifying or unified, that's unity. Islam. Okay, sis, I know we got about a couple minutes left on here. I guess what I'll do is, if we want to come back, we can come back and do a part 2 on to the duties of a husband.
This was the part 2. Wouldn't it be like a part 3?
Yeah, well, yes. That would be. Well, we can continue to do a series, and we may bring to the family a series of the Circle 7 Quran, because we need to know. We all need to break it down. Yes.
Oh man, I just want to break this down real quick.
Yes,
please. While the thought came back to me.
Yes, please.
The verse that I wanted to break down is between 5 7:7, and it says, "Oh, cherish her as not a blessing,
That's
a
right.
blessing, or a grace." We can also say grace instead of blessing, because I'm really trying to get rid of that word.
Gotcha.
Just a quick intersection with blessing. It's like, you separate it and you can see the word "be less" within it.
Yes.
Like "be"
Yes.
as in your state of being, and then "less" as in less than.
Right.
So just within the word, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can say I'm being superstitious, but
No.
you already see the trickery that.
There you go.
Your words cast.
It's a spelling cast. I mean, a spelling.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
But yeah, it says, "Cherish her as a grace sent to thee from heaven. Let the kindness of thy behavior endear thee to her heart. She is the mistress of thy house." Mistress meaning master. If you just do, the studying on the actual root word of mistress, like where it comes from. "Treat her therefore with respect, that thy servants may obey her." And in servants in this respect, it's pretty much just saying all who are around you, because you do become, and you represent your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like whatever relationship, be it a partnership, a business arrangement, a true marriage,
All right.
you reflect. The people who you're around reflect who you are.
Right.
Birds of a feather kind of thing.
Yes. Right.
So that's one thing. So when you take that into consideration, understanding who you keep by you represents who you are.
Right.
In a certain perspective, you start to see why you should respect her.
Right.
Because they say the best way to see the condition of a nation is to look at the women.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Right? So it's like, to really, I could break this down all type of ways, and
Right, sis.
it's like it becomes repetitive.
Right.
It's almost sad, like we got to break it down to the basics of treating someone with respect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let me just say number 7. It says, "Oppose not her inclination without cause." Like, don't argue with her without even really understanding why she's upset. Like, actually care to listen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then it says, "She is the partner of thy cares." Okay, so if she's the partner of thy cares, that means that your problems are her problems.
Exactly.
If she don't want to go through no problems, most likely. So if she had a problem, that she want to situate with you, clearly if she, if you speak to her, being your partner, communicate with her, go through some form of, it's like you have to talk to each other.
Right.
You have to keep that line open.
Communication.
And
Communication.
It sucks, because you always hear how men and women can't talk to each other, like, or,
Right.
like it got to be a man speaking with a man or a girl speaking to a girl. Like, no, your man's supposed to be whatever the hell he needs you to be.
Right. That's right.
To be honest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I need you to be my brother, I want you to be my brother. If I want you to be my best friend, you should be my best friend.
Right.
I need you to be my soldier, you should be that.
Right.
I don't mean to say it in a way like to use you. However, what other best utilization could there be for a man?
Right.
I could be speaking.
No, because it goes back. No, because it go back to the song. You can keep on using me until you use me up. This is a beautiful show. I love partner interjection. But no, can you go ahead and finish it?
Yeah, but all right. So let me just finish this up. It says, "Oppose not her inclination without cause. She is the partner of thy cares. Make her also the companion of thy pleasures."
Mm-hmm.
So you're supposed to go through the sweet and the sour with her.
Exactly.
You know, that's what spoke out to me in those in that passage. And also number 9.
There you go. And I was just looking.
Verse 9
I was just looking at that too. I was just looking at that too.
Trust thy secrets and her breast, her counsels are sincere, thou shalt not be deceived.
Thou shalt not be deceived. That's right. That's right.
You know why? Because you are her and she is you. And when you know yourself, you know her.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's why you won't be deceived.
Oh, I said, pardon me, sis. I gotta do you one better. Can we go down to 10? Be faithful to her. Be faithful to her in bed, or to be faithful to her bed. For she is the mother of thy children. Go in.
You want me to go in?
Please. I mean, you was doing so swell so far, ma'am.
You said, like it says, it's telling you, they say happy wife, happy life.
Right.
You know, it's breaking it down like what you should do. And it's not like a man don't even know this already. It's just about applying it.
Exactly.
You should know not to go nowhere else.
Right. Right.
You know, you should know, like, okay, well, see, I don't want to go off. I want to keep it PG.
Okay,
But,
okay. I know we got like 2 minutes left, but you ain't even. We can go.
The main thing that a man needs to understand,
right,
in regards to the female, is that she wants to be loved,
right,
in a sincere and genuine manner.
Right.
And the way that the female is being treated, it's not going to attain her love. You know, it's not. And it's like you get upset, you know, when they start dealing with, you know, the Muslim sons, you know, the ones that are a little pale. In comparison to them, you know, they get upset. And it's like, people go where love is.
Right. Say that again, sis. Please.
That's what it is.
Please say that again. Please say that one more good time.
People go where the love is. You know, and so that's why the prophet said we got to teach our people to love instead of hate. Because, you know, it's like we're repelling each other right now.
Right.
Once again, I told you, like, the battle of the sexes. It's like we're competing against each other. And until we get over that illusion of a fight, it's just going to be continuous anarchy. You know?
I gotta do 11. We got about a minute and a half, but I gotta do 11 right fast. When pain and sickness assault her, let thy tenderness soothe her affliction. A look from thee of pity and love shall alleviate her grief, or instigate her pain, and be of more avail than 10 physicians. And on that note, it was always been a pleasure and a blessing, sis, having you on here. And we're going to get you back on here to continue this, because I think I want to do this as a series with you, if that's not a problem.
That's never a problem, family. You already know I'm here.
Okay.
Right. And I just want to give the supreme honor to the prophet, or God's known and unknown, you know. Peace to the family.
Yes. And I want to give extreme honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I want to give honors to you, Sister Rece L. And I know you up top in the Big Apple. And you know what I said the last time. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it on live, but Whatever. I'm Supreme L. So yeah, I say the rotten apple. Okay, so yeah, it's up there where you at, and it will get you up out of there soon. So, but it's always a blessing to have you on the show, sis. You always bring a certain light, not just because you're a sister, but you are an intelligent sister, and me, and the family really appreciate you.
Thank you, family. You appreciate it.
Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, sis. The prophet loves us, and that's real.
Okay, family. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love, family. Okay, family. That was our sister Rece L. Always a good sister to communicate with and have on the show. And like I said, we're going to come back. It's come to the top of the hour. And we're going to come back and continue the Circle 7 Quran. And we just take it one day at a time, family. Anything that you're going through or you've been going through, just take it one day at a time and just remember, look through the chapters, because I know it will help us, and it does help us. For example, chapter 12, as we went over, toiling, or when you're going through toil, you should be happy. You should be happy. Because we create our heaven and we create our hell. We live our heaven, we live our hell. And all we know, all of us know that. All of us know it. Because when things not going your way, you're in hell. And when you sitting on top of the world, look, Mom, on top of the world, you in heaven, or on top of the world in heaven. Okay, thank you again. I am your host, Supreme L, and thank you for coming by and visiting Partner Interjection. Always a blissful thing, family. I love you. Always will, always have. And as I say, don't believe me. Go. Check it out for yourself, and you'll be amazed at the jewels you'll find on your treasure hunt. Supreme L signing off. Islam, love, and peace forevermore.